This is Matt Walsh. You may know him as a controversial documentarian of a documentary called What is a Woman? What you probably didn't know is he's the reincarnation of the notorious pro-slavery Confederate John C. Calhoun. I know it's hard to believe, but the evidence is undeniable. Calhoun was one of the greatest pro-slavery propagandists in American history, and among his major talking points were how African Americans didn't deserve justice and that slavery actually improved their lives. Hard to believe that the spirit of this virulent pro-slavery zealot is living inside the body of a man in 2023. I know it's hard to believe, but I've got proof here. I want you to look at some of these quotes by John C. Calhoun here, how he's talking about how slavery was a good thing and it made society better and there's no reason to even be against it because it's so wonderful. And then I want you to look at this quote by Matt Walsh, where he says that not only was slavery not bad for the descendants of the slaves and for African Americans who descended from slaves, it was a good thing. We're actually much better off for this. I mean, do I need to tell you more? Yeah, John C. Calhoun, Matt Walsh, John C. Calhoun, now that he's in his new younger body speaking, he's had to tone down his rhetoric because he's in a different place in time. But he's still saying exactly the same things he said back in the 1840s. How else can you explain that a man born in 1837 and a man who was born in 1985 post-civil rights are saying exactly the same thing? Unless John C. Calhoun is actually speaking through Matt Walsh and actually is Matt Walsh. I don't really know how this has happened. It's one of the oddest things I've ever seen in my life, and I'm ready to call Skolder and Molly up from the X-Files to try to investigate and stop this. But it's just horrible that John C. Calhoun is back and speaking loud and clear in 2023, and he has like millions of followers on social media and has been taken as a credible source of information. What a tragedy it is. What a horrible tragedy. Calhoun/Walsh wants you to believe that people being kidnapped from one country and sold in another did no harm whatsoever, in fact did good, and that it doesn't deserve any kind of reparation or justice after the fact at all. Calhoun/Walsh wants you to believe that people having their little children taken away and sold, human trafficking of children, that really had a positive effect somehow. He wants you to believe that. Calhoun/Walsh wants you to ignore the fact that we're talking about 100+ years of sexual exploitation of women and children, and that he wants you to think that was a good thing, a positive thing that only helped the people and actually made things better. We're better off because those things happened. Walsh/Calhoun was wrong back in the 1830s and 40s, and he's wrong now in 2023. He needs to be confronted and called to account today, just like he was back then.